So many of us ignore goal setting when it comes to money. Frequently, this is because we've done it and we haven't had great success, or we've done it and it's felt really sticky, or we've just ignored it. As creative, spirit-led, driven, heart-centered, etc. entrepreneurs, it can be really challenging to look at money because money has all of this power attached to it. But the reality is we need to look at it. We need to look at it closely, and we need to figure out how to bring it in, because a business without bringing money in is just a hobby. And while a hobby is a great thing to have, if you're trying to pay your bills, support a family, and build a business, you can't haphazardly be looking for money. You have to be deliberate, intentional, and thoughtful. In the Income Investigator, we utilize my practice of future writing in the template itself. Future writing is a practice that I teach so many of my clients, and it's this idea that we write about our future in the present tense. We literally transport ourselves to the future and write about everything we see, everything we feel, and everything we long to have. But we write about it like we have it. We write about it like we're already in that energy. And that is the energy you want to approach the Income Investigator from. Every single step of the Income Investigator, whether it's the beliefs section or the inflows or outflows section, should be written in present tense. The reason behind this is, of course, energetic. It's also so that it's already done and you can view it as already done rather than something you have to do to create it. It's just there. There's a lot of people who think that this is not a great way to goal set. The reality is it's the only way that's been effective for anyone I know. When we start to decrease the tension and the expectation we have with our goals, that is where the magic gets to come in. That's where there's space. That's where there is excitement and positive change and shifting that is right there at your fingertips. When we view money and income creation as heavy or bad or evil or tied to our personal value, we disconnect from the reality that energy is not money, and money is just from one bank account to the other. Putting ourselves in that present tense, even if it's way down in the future, and allowing ourselves to see what bringing in that money from one other person's bank account into our own feels like, even just being able to open that portal for a second and touch it, brings it closer to our reality. Because if you can't believe that it is possible to bring in that money, then you won't bring in that money. So before you dive in to the Income Investigator, I want you to take a moment and think about what you actually need and want in your life right now. They're not the same, but guess what? You get to define what your needs are. You get to recreate a new container for your needs. Not just your bare minimum needs, but actually what you need, what feels really good, because needs and wants are often interchangeable, and we're often viewed as selfish for wanting more than what we have. But in this case, I need you to think bigger. I need you to put yourself in that future energy and give it a shot. I'm so glad you're here on this journey with me. It's a really exciting thing to look at your money differently and to start believing in what is possible.